that shows like the importance of naming is that the first altcoin was Namecoin. And Namecoin, like basically we built Spaces on the shoulders of all these other, people who went first and, tried to do this naming system. And I think Namecoin, at the time you can't do Spaces on Bitcoin at that time, in 2010, because it's not scalable. Like you can't scale to like hundreds of millions or billions of names on Bitcoin at that time. Like it just wouldn't work. So it made sense having it as a separate blockchain. But, I think there was, the main issues, there's a paper actually, like a academic paper on like exploring why Namecoin, didn't work out. And their conclusion, the main conclusion is that it was a problem with distribution, and that you could register, tens of thousands of names for little cost. And so it was kind of like squatted on. The whole thing was squatted on, and then it was really hard for people to get names and use it from there. So, we took all that stuff into, consideration when we were building Spaces. And ENS, ENS is, we've worked a lot with ENS. And they've been really super successful in a lot of ways. In terms of like financially, I think they were doing hundreds of millions of dollars a year in registrations and stuff, and they had lots of registrations. But it's not Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin needs its own. It's also, from a domain, coming from my work with like ICANN and the traditional domain system, it's not really scale. Like it doesn't scale. It's all under .eth. It's under one top level domain .eth, and it's and then there's other issues with like Ethereum. Is it you have to use it like something like Infura or something. Like it's hard to get the whole blockchain. Like verify it yourself. So anyway, we wanted to do something clean and cypherpunk and on Bitcoin, so that's why we've done Spaces.